Hello and welcome. We are your California Real Estate Consultants Group. I'm Ione Jones, and joining me today is Dr. Terrel Miller and Mayra Galvez. Our topic today that we're going to discuss is a very important one in your home buying journey. And we're going to talk about uh, pre-approval and pre-qualifications. So they are two different entities in itself. Now, I know you're like me who constantly receive offers saying that I'm pre-qualified for this and pre-qualified for that. If you happen to be one of those persons that want to take up on that offer and you don't get the card or you don't get the offer, you're kind of disappointed. Uh, but there is a difference between being pre-qualified and pre-approved. Now, the pre-qualification is a marketing tool that a lot of lenders use. They look at your activity and say, that might be a good person to give another offer to. Let's see how that person is doing, as opposed to a pre-approval where they have actually vetted you. Now, Myra, I wanted to ask you a question. Now, if a person is actually or receives that pre-qualification letter, and they don't get the approval, what are some steps that they can use to improve their situation?
Thank you, Ione. So that's an excellent question. So first, you need to understand that everyone's situation is unique. Only because your friend or family got approved does not mean that that exact qualification or pre-approval is going to apply to you. It's important to meet with a right lender that can really give you the options and educate you as to the options that are available to you. And it's important that you get started on the pre-approval stages so that you know exactly the price range that you're probably going to get approved for. It's so easy to fall in love with a home that's a lot higher than what you're probably getting approved for, especially nowadays that things are changing so rapidly. Interest rates are up and then down again. It's kind of confusing. So this is where a good lender comes in so that they can guide you and keep you up to date on the things that you maybe need to work on and give you that range that is specific to you and specific to the home that you want to buy. There's so many different programs. There's so many different like assistant programs. There's so many different types of loans. And again, one thing that may apply to one person may not apply to you or vice versa. So this is why it's, again, important to meet with the lender, get yourself pre-approved right away so that you know the direction that you need to, the steps you need to take to move yourself into the right direction. Now I'm going to pass it on to Terrel, who's going to dive in a little bit more about the pre-approval.
So thank you, Mayra and Ione. Yeah, I am what I refer to myself as a recovering loan officer, because I was a loan officer for many, many years. So I have certainly the basis, not the really current things, but certainly the basis. And the one thing that is so important for everyone, if they're considering buying a house, is meeting with a loan officer, getting all your documentation in, and then start shopping for a house, because you're going to get an idea of what price range that's affordable for you. And really, it comes down to what will the lender lend you? And that is, at the end of the day, because they have the money and we don't, we have to kind of go by their rules. So by meeting with a loan officer and finding out, oh, I need to get rid of some debt. Oh, I need to increase my credit score. Oh, I need a bigger down payment, whatever it is. Or it may be, oh, if the interest rates come down 0.5%, then I can afford this price point. And it's all about you and your situation. And just know that there's always a way. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but once you know the price range that you will be approved for a loan and with your down payment, then that's when you start focusing on areas where you can start looking at houses and so on. Because as both Ione and Mayra had alluded to, we can all fall in love with a house that we can't afford. And there's no point in doing that. It's better to start lower and work your way up than start high and go, oh, everything else looks like junk. So talk to a lender, talk to us. We can get you started. We can get the basics going. We can give you a checklist as far as without you, because as soon as there's any kind of kind of infrastructure. So as soon as they start inquiring into your status, then you're going to be inundated with offers, and that becomes confusing as well. So by starting with us, we can get you in the baseline, get it going, and get you ready to move on to the next step, which is the loan officer, without having a bombardment of offers that are as Ione said, are marketing pieces. So please do give us a call. Our information is down below, and we're happy to help. So give us a call.